Hey, you made it! Finally, it took you long enough. Well, let's get started. Let's get into it straight away. Welcome to your inner healing journey. Yes. Now, let me zoom in a little. I hope this is not your first impression of me because otherwise that would be very tragic. There's a lot we need to uncover. Um, I'm all over the place and I bet you are too because otherwise you would not be here. So let's get into it, shall we? Do you ever wake up and realize you're living a life that you don't remember choosing? As I remember feeling this for over 10 years, feeling stuck and persuaded by everyone and anything around me in my environment to choose a certain thing or a certain way, and I felt lost. So, yeah, I bought countless of books and courses and seminars and webinars and attended live events just because I thought that it would fix everything. Spent a bunch of money to realize that it had all been a lie because I myself couldn't change. And why? Because I wanted to change, but it didn't hurt enough for me to actually want to heal through all of that pain. But still, I wanted to become, and I still want to become, the person that I admire. And therefore this video exists and this channel, because I do want to figure it all out and puzzle it all out. And guess what? I want to chase that dream that I've suppressed for so long. And I don't want to do it alone. I want to take everyone with me and drag them up and see how far we can all go. And see and show that this is not gonna be the perfect journey, because we've all woken up on days where we didn't want to go to a job, to earn money that we didn't even actually enjoy, and to not even get the chance to creatively express ourselves or to chase that dream that we actually want to work towards. So most of us think in order to make a big change in our lives, we have to start from rock bottom, or hit it at least. And take it from someone who's hit rock bottom lots of times in her life. I don't think it starts at rock bottom. I actually think it starts with a voice in the back of your head that keeps on saying something isn't right, you're meant for more. It's like driving, right? And this maintenance lights pops up and you're like, fine, I'll just ignore it for the first few times, and then more lights start popping up until the car doesn't drive, you are burned out and depressed, and yeah, there's something that we need to do about that. And in this, I think the first step is awareness. Realizing that you want to change, that you need to change, that you're asking yourself these questions, and where is it I want to go? If this isn't it, then what do I want? So we are going to journal. We're going to write all of it down to see the patterns and recognize them and see where we're going to go. Where are these things coming from? Where are the thoughts growing? And what is all of this trying to teach us? And from that point on, we go on to the next phase, is boundaries. And it's probably the lack of boundaries why we're here in the first place. Because apparently we don't respect ourselves enough or love ourselves enough in order to stick to what it is that we want. We're too influenced by external circumstances, judged or persuaded to go a certain way, and therefore we ended up living a life that we don't actually want to live. So boundaries is a big one that we're going to change on. Step number 3 is actually taking action, and action by implementing all of that together. But I don't mean action in the form of like drastic change, burn the life down, phoenix rises from the ashes, yes, but no, because doing it the extreme way can work out beneficial, but it's also really unsustainable. There's a lot of momentum in the first few phases, and then it all crumbles down if that solid foundation isn't strong enough. If the why, if your thorough analytical side of how you want to change has been put out. So we're going to take small but consistent actions to build discipline, and from that discipline out, we're going to gain momentum and therefore motivation. Because this is not just about hopping on a trend, this is about actually sustainably changing our lives for the better and to heal along the process. Not just an evolution, it's a rebirth. Let's call it a rebirth, okay? Now, I remember starting this journey over and over and over again, and this is the reason why I preach about drastic change is great and it feels fantastic, but it's not sustainable to build upon. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that, and that's why the beginning is so important, to really slowly puzzle it out. Pluck at yourself, discover your brain. How does it tick? How does it work? What can we change? And once you know that, all your light sides, all your dark sides, it's gonna get much more fun, interesting, and well, it's gonna be a heck of a journey. But we're gonna do it together nonetheless. So now Pretend you didn't see that. I want you to commit. I want you to commit, and I want you to write down and answer these 5 questions. Answer them out loud, on paper, in voice memos, on video, however you need, but answer them regardless. Because if you don't write these down, or if you don't answer these, when will you show up for yourself, is the question. I followed many courses, and I always used to say, I'll write it down later, and I never did. So write them down, answer them thoroughly, and then comment done or achieved or locked in the comments below, so I know that you're with me on this journey. Here are the 5 questions. Number 1, why? If your why, guys, if your why is not big in one sentence, if I can't ask you your why and you can't be like, this is it, you're not going to be able to peel yourself off the bed sheets. No. You need to know, why do I want to change? Why is it no longer working? Why do I keep pretending? Why do I say it's fine when it's not? All right. Question number 2 is, what hurts? And I don't mean like your knee, your back pain, your shoulder pain, your neck, your jaw. I don't know. What hurts so much in the comfort that I have created for it to actually propel me towards the discomfort I'm going to be facing? Because you're going to go through lots of discomfort before you get to a rhythm where it's going to feel like, a normal routine again. It's all about finding what hurts in order for us to channel that pain into fuel and change. Step number 3. What if I was fearless and could not fail? I love this question because people still tend to go, yeah, but, and then, no. If you were fearless and there was no chance that you couldn't succeed, what would you do? Or what would you have done? Right? Think about it. Dream big. The bigger, the better. All right? And then last one. If there was nobody on earth, yeah, and you were the only person here, and you could do whatever it is you wanted, would you still do the same as your why? As if nothing hurt, as if you were fearless. Would you still do the same? And are you adding value to your personality or to who you want to be? And will you look up to yourself as a person? Write them down, journal it out, video yourself, whatever it is you need to, puzzle it out. And then I will see you next Sunday. Yay! Why? It's a 3-season show. The whole package. That means that season 1, we heal. Season 2, we build. And season 3, we become the magic that we want to be. Now, since it's 3 seasons, it's going to take me a whooping long time to actually create these. And by long time, I just mean I'm taking way too long and procrastinating about it. However, let a girl cook, okay? We're working on it. So every Sunday, I'm releasing a new episode where in each gradual chronological order, we're going to work through all of this together. So stick around for the journey. If you already made it this far, have a sticker, and I will see you in the next episode and next Sunday. Bye.